Goddamn, Kalama is such a cute town. I've probably driven by here millions of times. It's just off I-5, and I've always kind of wondered about it. And I'm taking my walk here today, up and down the main drag, and goddamn, it's cute. I'm mainly here looking at the antique malls, but I found some things, and I'll probably show them off later. This is that restaurant that I think everybody makes a big deal of. Like Clark Gable ate here or something like that. There's actually pictures of celebrities. Oh, Jack Benny and Elvis Presley apparently ate here. I think I might have my lunch here. But I went to one little antique mall, one that I'd been to before, and it was cute. Actually found some things. And then there's two more little antique malls here. I'm gonna check those out. God damn, this is such a cute town. I really like it. I can see why people like it here. I hate shooting what I call idiot style, straight up and down. I was talking to a friend about that the other day. There's so many coffee shops here in Kalama, and here's one that's actually, it's also a laundromat. I'm going to right now is an antique mall that is also that was funny. Ran into a coworker, which is weird. It's like the one person I know that lives in this town, and ran into her here. Of course, this is the main drag too that I'm walking on. Bummer, the antique mall behind me, the deli and antique mall. The antique mall part of it is closed. I walked into the building expecting to go into the antique mall, and it was just the deli, so bummer. The antique stores that are here anyway are cute. Now I'm gonna go to that restaurant that I've seen from I-5 for years. It's like the Kalama restaurant. I don't know what it's called. It's the one that Elvis ate at. I'm actually gonna eat there. I have a quest to have a chicken salad. The locals are looking at me weird. This was the antique mall, and it's closed. The deli's open though. But the antique mall, sadly, is closed. This place is neat. I gotta stop for a second and show off this weird building that looks like it hosts, or at one time hosted, something called the Antique Fair. What a cool old building. It looks like some kind of weird in the UK or something. It just doesn't look like it belongs here. Or maybe a very old building you'd see in Astoria. And maybe it is really old and historic. Maybe I'll ask somebody. It seems to me if you're a really observant local and you saw this weirdo walking up and down your main drag several times, it would just seem weird. And at a certain point, maybe I watch too many movies, but I like expect at any moment like their local police chief or something to slowly drive by in his car and look at me, because it's just, you know, this is really old school, old town. Kind of neat. But yeah, it was funny that I ran into the one coworker I know that lives here, saw me and kind of did a U-turn, and we talked for a little bit. That was hilarious. I was actually gonna contact her and see if she had any advice on where to go. Oh, I'm at the restaurant. I'm gonna check it out. So it's Carrick's Columbia Inn Restaurant. Supposedly Elvis Presley and Jack Benny ate here. So I ate at the Elvis restaurant, the Elvis Jack Benny restaurant, and it was okay. It wasn't bad. It was very much an old school kind of restaurant. I had their version of the reuben that was fine, but the roast beef was really chewy and rubbery. But it was acceptable from a restaurant reuben standpoint. And then I had their clam chowder, which was very canned, and it was very thick, and it was fine. Again, it was like restaurant clam chowder, not homemade. It was funny though, the couple sitting one booth down from me, the lady got her clam chowder and she actually asked for hot water because she found it too thick. And it was actually rather thick and gelatinous in its consistency. But it was, it was fine. I was hoping I could get a chicken Caesar salad there, or some kind of chicken salad, something light. They didn't have it. It was an old school restaurant, so that's that. I think one of the locals is going to try to run me over, but they didn't. But yeah, I'm definitely feeling that it's also getting close to the time that people are going home, maybe kind of late in the afternoon. And I'm feeling weird. It's like, I'm sure there's this guy walking down the street pointing his camera. Maybe he's pointing his camera at me, so it's weird. I'm feeling weird. I'm gonna head home. I'm gonna get on I-5, which they tell every local I've asked about, when does I-5 get really congested? Because I've noticed that southbound, just a little bit south of Kalama, there's a bottleneck and traffic is just sitting there. And so I've asked quite a few, including my friend Julia, asked her, when does it get bad? And everybody says, well, it moves. But apparently they're working on a bridge here in town. and that slows I-5 down, maybe chokes it down by a lane or two. So, yeah, crazy. Anyway, I'm gonna be heading home soon. This place, First Street Antiques, was really big. I walked in and I thought it just kind of went to the back of the building, but no, it's actually really large antique store. I bought a few things here. I was excited when I saw this, but then disappointed when I realized there's no actual phone. Bummer. Oh, I'm stuck in it now. Southbound I-5. We're moving at like 3 miles an hour. And as the locals told me, and they were right, it moves, and it is moving. And I'm gonna guess that they've probably got, due to them working on the bridge, they've got traffic choked down to maybe a lane. That's my guess. Maybe it's 2 lanes. But it's moving. Every once in a while we move kind of fast, which makes me also think that maybe they're flagging people. But now we're moving at a leisurely 13 miles an hour. But yeah, the locals are right. It does move. It's not a problem. I don't have anywhere to go. I was just thinking, like, if this was a normal Friday, I would be in a panic because I need to get ready, go home and kind of get ready for my radio show at 6 o'clock. And I don't. Somebody's subbing for me while I take a little break. And I don't really have to be anywhere. I use the bathroom at the restaurant, so there's no imminent harm of me like needing to suddenly get off the road. So yeah, this is fine. That was fun. I might explore another town nearby. Kalama was really cute. I would go back, maybe with somebody who'd want to go thrifting or something, or go to a unusual restaurant or something. Probably not the restaurant, the famous one. It was cute. It was kind of like Paul's in Vancouver, or Paul's? Yes, Paul's, which is a very old-fashioned family-type restaurant downtown on Broadway. That's what it reminded me of. It reminded me of restaurants of my childhood, you know, before chains and franchises took over everything in America. Oh, and by the way, they have a little Subway in Kalama, which wasn't surprising. Yeah, it was a fun trip. Hopefully I get out of this traffic jam soon. It's not terrible. It is moving, but not fun.